Alright, we're back. So, life is a movie, and everyone is thinking in our conscious mind and unconscious mind that we're the main character because basically, like the simple reason because we experience everything, from the point of view, from the POV, which is the center. We're in the middle of everything. We're the center of everything. What happened? Alright. So we experience in that way. So we see ourselves like we're the main character. But the truth is, like even though we're thinking we're the main character, but most of them, like 98%, like living our life as victim. Like starting from me, okay? Before I blame to other people, I'll blame to myself first. I live my life, my entire life like a victim. I always like saying like they bully me, like they give me this trauma, or they make me feel in that way. I feel so small, like because of this, because of that. I live myself like as a victim. Along with the most of the people, 98% of the people, So the thing is, like the reason why the reason why we live our life as a victim is because we blame to others. We never take fully responsibility for our own mistakes, for our actions. We never take responsibility, even when we make mistake, we just blame to other people instead, other things instead. And when we cannot be, when we cannot do something like successful, when we cannot accomplish something, when we don't have a successful life, we just give excuses. Like we're not gonna accept I'm not having a successful life. I'm not rich. I'm not handsome because I'm stupid. Because I'm lazy. We don't do that. We just play. Oh, because of that, political situation. Because of that country situation. Because of my background. Because of my family. This and that. Infinity, countless reasons, countless excuses. All right. So, and we just blame the other people, as a victim. Like he made me feel in that way. Like the reason why I am insecure because when I was a baby, when I was a kid, he bullied me like this and he gave me that trauma. Now I feel in this way, and he made me this, and he do this to me, he did this to me. Sounds like Gable. You always you're the one who's always getting fucked. Mentally. All right, you're getting fucked. You're the one who's the victim all of the time. That's the wrong way. Physically, everyone knows this too. Everyone already know what I'm saying right now. The thing is, we need to have that's the only one different. Only one different between. That's the only one different. Yeah, that's the only one reason between the main character and the victim. Main character always take responsibility, even though the thing he didn't do any mistake and it just happened. Some kind of bad thing happened because of other people, and that's not my fault. That's not his fault. But he still take responsibility. He still take care of it. He still take responsibility of his action, no matter what. And never blame to any other people, never get excuses, only blame to himself, and just, becoming a better person every day. So we need to do that. We need to throw away that victim mindset. We need to stop blaming to other people, other things, and we need to take, responsibility for our own action, for every time, for everything. So the thing is, to have a successful life in any field, any situation, any field that you want to, successful. You need to have a foundation of, you need to have a mindset, a foundation which is solid, which is with 100% solid, which is without any exception, 100%, which is I will take responsibility. I will take responsibility for every action I did in the past, I'm doing in the present, and I will do in the future. Everything which will happen, good and bad, everything will be my fault. I will take, responsibility for everything. That's how you can fix your own mistakes. You can become a better person, by not blaming anyone, by not giving any excuses. That's how you become a main character and stop being a victim. So I just want to say, if you're a man, as a man, don't be gay, bro. Okay, don't be gay by having a victim mindset. Don't give excuses for being a loser, for being a jackass. Okay, all right, just be a man. Take care of yourself. Take responsibility. Take responsibility of your mistakes, of your actions. Just be a man and don't be gay. Don't be a victim. Just be the main character and live your fucking life. That's it, bro.